motion, baby. Show me your motion, boy. You don't know me loving how you work it. You don't know me love how you perform. I love the way you send it, I love the way you bring it. You are the dan diggy diggy, love it when you kill it. You know you are the baddest, I love it when you flip it. So on your mark, get set, ready, baby, stick
me we flip it like a kind of me, we beat it like a drum. Me no have to call your name, me girl for make you come. Me we make you shine and get hot like the sun. When we done with you, me girl, at this you want go home.
Show me your motion, baby. Show me your motion, boy. You don't know me loving how you work it. You don't know me love how you perform. Show me your motion, baby. Show me your motion, boy. You don't know me loving how you work it. You don't know me love how you perform.
We are online at www.mamabukedeafm.co.ug. Facebook, hashtag Mama Bukedea 102.1 FM. On Twitter at Mama Bukedea FM 102.1 FM. Mama Bukedea.
Okay, lots of great music. And of course, lots of great stuff coming up for you. And you're still locked into 102.1 Mama Bukedea Radio. And we just like to talk a little bit about the fashion trends right here on Mama.
And was you drinking something called come take me and I smoke some herbs when you can't stop perform me. But make me tell you something, Mr. Something born with a natural ability to keep on go on like right through the night till the breaking up down and all. Now you never see me boss a one yanka. She never know me woulda hold on so long and she never know the little man him so strong and she never know me woulda have her so strong. Now she can't stop check me cause she love the boom slam boy. She never know me woulda hold on so long and she never know the little man him so strong and she never know me woulda have her so strong. And she can't stop check me cause she love the boom slam. She did not underestimate the great but now she cooperate and take the chance. Only if you know me take so long to liquidate. But even if my boss the first I hit me trust to elevate. And like a magician the second on me make she levitate. Wait, she say me bony but my push will lip and wait. Me now go masturbate after me face and know me soul mate. With this a hot girl you tell me how can I procrastinate for activate and penetrate and make she end up sleep late, yo. She never know me woulda hold on so long and she never know the little man him so strong and she never know me woulda have her so sprung. Now she can't stop check me cause she love the bow slam, whoa. She never know me woulda hold on so long and she never know the little man him so strong and she never know me woulda have her so sprung. See she can't stop check me cause she love the bow slam. She say me make she get up late for her appointment and plus she have to walk with all a tube of ointment. But still she happy cause I was no disappointment or excitement, no enjoyment. And too she happy and she love it. She say forward me reel it up and come again. Me now go chop out the pipe load but she never get the rap out. Give it to her again and make she walk awkward because she never know me woulda hold on so long and she never know the little man him so strong and she never know me woulda have her so strong. Now she can't stop check me cause she love the boom slam, oh. She never know me woulda hang on so long and she never know the little man him so strong and she never know me woulda have her so strong. She says she can't stop check me cause she love the boom slam, oh. Oh, oh, I saw she like it. So she ride it, but she never know the dapper than him so strong and she never know the better youth him so strong and she never know me I go give it to her long. Now there you have it, bedroom hooligan.
Fashion trends on the Riddim Up. Riddim Up.
Okay, fashion trends on the Riddim Up. And of course, that's what we're on right now. And your dress codes, man.
Mm-hmm. I can just look at Georgie here. This guy has killed it on the Sunday.
As usual. You guys, for me, always kill it.
Georgie has just killed it. He has actually is dressed to kill it. Guys who are there, if you have seen Georgie anywhere.
Georgie is dressed to kill the weekend.
You guys, let me talk about myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, I think the way I look like, yeah, I wish everyone can be like the way I am right now.
He's putting on what we call a V t-shirt.
V. Which color?
Bright color, white.
White color and that squared short.
Yeah.
And then those sunglasses.
Yeah.
It looks like it's a summer and you're trying to relax your mind.
Yeah, basically, what makes me to be like this on the Sundays?
Yes.
Sunday is a holiday.
Yes.
And to add on that, when you're in the dry season, I've put on my glasses.
Yes.
Because I want to prevent wind from, understand, the dust from entering into my eyes. And
this Georgie here is in a short. If he met what it is so-called Amurak.
Why I decided to put on the short here, it's too hot and it's a weekend, you understand?
Yeah.
So that's
unajua kwa Kiswahili kuna kitu tunaitanga kuota jua. Kuota jua.
So basically
it's like sunbathing.
Yeah, basically guys, I'm seeing you're putting on long sleeve shirts, like you don't feel hot. What's up?
Man, we are official guys.
Yeah, of course.
So basically, on my right here, I'm seeing Chemical is putting on a black dress.
Black shirt.
Kimi, what's up? Are you not feeling hot?
Yeah, but not as such. Partially hot.
On my left here, I'm seeing Don Guinness Kagezi is also putting on a long sleeve shirt.
Yeah.
You dress like a pastor.
Ow! That's great, man.
It's a Sunday. Look here, a Sunday, official day. All these two mash up together. And remember, by the way, on a Sunday, I think when you're getting obedient to the Lord, I think you need to be really smart.
Like the one.
So yeah.
Okay, actually, being smart on a Sunday, I think it is a society law.
Yes.
That's what I say, that it is quite an offense being disorganized on a Sunday. You wake up with uncombed hair, disorganized shirt, moreover on a Sabbath day.
You should be neat and smart.
Exactly.
Obviously, during dry season, like the spell season where we are now, the best dress code that I can advise someone out there is to put on your white dresses. That one gets a reflection of the sunrise, and you find that even when the sun hits the rays, you understand?
Yes.
You people should reflect it, because the white color you're putting on acts as a reflector, so it's not absorbed like black color, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it would be good, like
Actually, Kemi, today, since it is a Sunday, let's talk about church dress code. Yeah, when you're marching into church.
Okay. Give us a clue.
Like you entering into the house of God.
Yes.
These days there is some conflicting ideologies between the .com era and what they call the old Stone Age era.
Yes.
Now, when you're entering into church, the elders recommend that we should be dressed in a very decent way. However, the .com era talks about issues like damage, fitting, slits, miniskirts,
exactly.
back show, whatever.
Yes.
I think the world will go crazy if you get someone putting on a damaged jean that I'm going for prayers. Really, I don't know what exactly comes into your brain. By the time you start leaving your door, leaving your house, that you're going for prayers, and you're putting on the
damaged jean.
Let me bring the real clue. So the clue is, like the Bible says that everyone is welcome in the house of God the way you are. Do I commit an offense when I go putting on my damage?
How about a lady who puts on a long slit with a long dress? And she walks in there in those high heel shoes that bang that noise, and then she has a tumbo cut. We used to call them tumbo cuts.
Yeah.
And then she walks in church like that. How would that be an offense?
Basically, according to my understanding, will not be something good. I can call it an offense. Offense is there. Reason being, by so you putting on that, by the time you enter into a church, you attract attention of people.
And you deviate their attention away from the preachers.
Yes.
From the preacher.
But someone would say the Bible says Jangunga Woli or be a
Well, a very honorable jari might not be good. Even if I'm a pastor and you enter into church when you're like that, really I will disown you from church.
No. You will not chase away the sheep out of our God's house, man.
Okay.
Church is the holy house and you need to give due respect.
I think we should get some ideas.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that is that actually is true. It happens, but in rare occasions, everyone will pay attention to you and forget about the preacher. Have you been in this scenario? See someone walking into church and everyone just turns their heads and looks there, and then even the preacher first stops preaching for a while, and then even when she sits down. People first continue looking before the preacher can resume, Yeah, that kind of, attention grabbing. I think it's not good for the church because...
Actually, on that side, right, just because once you enter and you distract people's minds from their attention from the preacher to you, there are some guys who start knocking the shoe from the entrance of the church.
Yes. So,
but the issue is, what if that's the only those are the only attires I'm having in my wardrobe?
That's the question.
Why don't you
That's
remain?
the same thing I was about to ask.
Hey, I want to pray. Man, I want to go
now. But I saw you praying like that and you expect to go for prayer. In fact, you enter into the holy house when you're disorganized. Really? That one I will not accept.
No, Kevin.
Yes.
I want to pray, but those are the only clothes I have.
Exactly.
What should I do?
Those
I
are the only clothes that are available. Yeah.
My word.
Yes. Should I go to church naked? I want to go to church.
I want to go to church.
You want
but
to
the
church?
only skirt
Yes.
she's having is having a slit up to a half of the thighs.
And you're having one damaged gene.
One
and you want to go to
damage-
church.
Exactly.
Yes.
Let's check out the views from the caller.
The Bible says, "Come the way you are."
Let's give out the opportunity to the people now to tell us: is it really something which is very good for someone go to church, putting on a damaged jean, or someone else puts on the
Back show, yeah.
You call it the back show.
Or that mini skirt which is portraying all the hips, like the miscarvings.
Hey, you remind me back then at high school, long ago, students actually would go for the morning prayers every days of the week, Fridays and Wednesdays. And trust me, these girls don't play around with these girls. These girls would come to church on mini skirts.
Yes.
Okay. School days they dress on uniform, but then on church going, that's the only time they're allowed out because that's a boarding school.
Check out the addresses.
They would go to church on mini skirts, and trust me, even the pastor is preaching. But
and also, still, of course, sometimes hairstyle is part of the dress code. By the way, times.
Yes.
Now, if I'm having my dreads. According to my profession, perhaps I'm a musician, I'm a reggae artist.
Yes.
That's where I earn a living. And I must have my dreads.
No. That's why I see most of those guys, they have capes.
And I want to enter church. And people will start having the other aspect that this guy is a drug smoker.
I guess that's why I see most of those guys, they have capes. The reason being is to cover up. They have to cover their dreadlocks as to give raise attention to what? To church.
Okay, me, I would assume in the old school, people never used to shave their hair, never used to shave their beards.
Old school.
Back then, long ago, even in the old school that we know, back in the 80s, people used to have what is called afro.
Actually, I would go and ask Gava as if he was there in those years. How did those guys used to behave?
Yes, so the afro, I think Samson, the Bible story, Samson had very long hair. I probably had dreadlocks. I also don't know.
Who's Samson?
Exactly. Yeah, it's possible he had dreadlocks. I don't know, but whatever it was very long hair because that's where his strength came from. All right, just you wanted to get a few views from the callers. Maybe let's get one or two.
Hello.
Hello.
You're live in Mama.
Hey, good morning.
Morning, how are you?
You're speaking to Paul.
Yes, Paul.
Yes, Paul.
The dressing code depends the kind of a person you are.
Yeah.
I don't think you can go to church with a damaged trouser.
Man, that's what I have.
That's the only trouser that you have.
What is it?
That's the only trouser that you have.
You can't tell me you only have a damaged trouser, then you go to church for prayers. It's not good. It's unfair.
Yes.
For sure. You also look decent when you're going for prayer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.
I want to say hi to my brother Francis and Mama.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All
Thank
right.
you, Paul. So basically, I think, okay. Basically, I think now you have seen how people have acted. Like you can't put on the damaged jean when you're going for prayers. You can't put on a skirt with a big slit that you're going for prayers. Will not be something very good. We're having
Another caller online. Okay, let's have another one there.
hello.
Yes, Kenny.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
How about this is Angela Sarah from
Angela Sarah Sharon.
Kenny, how can you go with a damaged trouser in church?
That's what I have.
That's the trouser I have.
Passion.
I cannot support that.
What is your suggestion?
At least you should be different.
Yeah.
Like George.
George is in a short. He's not decent.
George
Man, Sarah,
George is in beach wear. He's in summer dress code.
This guy is in a short
summer
on
wear.
Sunday.
Basically,
Yes.
guys are our dressed up. It's a Sunday.
It is hot.
His name is Hot.
His name is Hot.
You put on a long trouser.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Okay, come here, you should style up.
Yes.
Man, Mike.
Okay.
That's
yeah.
what I have in my drawer.
That's what I have in my wardrobe. Okay. Hello.
No, Thomas and Mike.
Yes, this is Michael, George, and Kenneth.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are talking to son of Lord from Malibu.
Yes.
On the side of God, how can you go with your minister to the church? You can make people to attend it.
You also are not attentive. That's why you look at her.
You can spoil the program which is going on from that church when you are entering.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, okay.
Let's just look such areas.
Okay,
Yes.
how should people dress up when they're going for
Okay,
prayers?
that's the only clothes she has. She only has miniskirts in her wardrobe
And the back shirt.
and back shorts and skirts with the slits. She doesn't have decent clothing. So what is she supposed to do? She wants to go to church. Hello. Oh,
the nigga's taking off. Yeah.
He has taken off. All right.
Man, I cannot be outside because the Bible says that come to me, to the house of God, come the way you are.
So you're supporting that?
I'm not, man.
Hello.
Hello.
You're live in Mama.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm fine. Now it's George and Kay.
They are
very
fine.
fine.
Good.
We are talking to Oliver.
Yes, Oliver
Now,
Bulambuli.
let me tell you.
Yes.
Assuming I already have the card,
Yes.
what I will do, I will put on my clothes,
Yes.
I'll go with my lace.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I'm fitted. I'll cover
Yes.
all my knees up to down. Nobody can see me and you do pray.
Yeah.
How can come out? Because there is nothing which I'm doing. But again, what I want to tell my fellow guys,
Yeah.
you know?
Yes.
We're getting you.
Yes.
Now, if we want to tell my fellow guys that if you want to go to church, at least you still buy at least one longer skirt, don't do like that. So that's when you're going there. When you're putting on something to show that you really respect God. And you are really faithful. Don't just move like you are going to see your boyfriend. That's not good.
Yes, Oliver.
Thank you. Even me. Then also you find someone going to church and someone is putting on pull down, he has something, but the other person is out. Why can't you show respect that in the church you are really a faithful person? Thank you.
Welcome,
Oh.
Oliver.
Yes.
Oliver deserves to be Minister of Ethics.
Oliver deserves to be the minister of
Ethics and Integrity.
Okay, there she has got it. All right. Just looking a little bit more on the fashion.
Yes.
There is an event that is actually was okay. That was before the lockdown. It was taking place. That was a fashion show event, and of course, it's a flash mob runway. It's not very popular,
Yes.
And they call it impromptu fashion show. Okay, impromptu. I don't know what that means.
Yes.
Yeah, fashion show. It's organized in a fast-paced mode aimed at, of course, bringing the public up close and, of course, personal with the models. The models, remember? Yeah. So it also takes place at Acacia. So the models took over the first floor of course, the mall, creating a hard-to-miss setup that also featured a live acoustic band. Remember, fashion show featuring an acoustic band. Beautiful status there. And then you have these models clad in African print outfits.
Yes.
Okay, dazzling in custom-made wares. And of course, the models also strut down the mall as, of course, members of the public watch in, of course, disbelief because they look so what should I use there? Amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Elegant.
So, yeah, elegant.
Yeah.
So someone called Ismail was at one of the, of course, leading brains, of course, behind the show, informed the telescope that the TV
Guys,
okay,
invent.
the TV guys show soon be prepared after a series of course, activations around the city. And, of course, the event was to take place in several parts of the city. And, of course, will be Africa's biggest model TV show. It's something you've never seen before. So that's what he said. And that was one of the, TV guys who was videographing the event. And those were his words. But trust me, the fashion dress code here is good. And you just need to maybe attend the the event, or possibly research online, and then just go online and look for.
You can get it on YouTube.
You can get it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Acacia, the show at Acacia Mall. It's actually a show at Acacia Mall. Yeah.
Kemi, could you please give us on the pricing? How are the prices? Which tags have they placed there?
No,
I may pick interest to grab one.
No prices. Go and find out from the shop, man.
you can even use a Jumia and make an order.
Yeah, I can do it.
Online delivery.
I can grab one for myself.
Yeah, or Amazon and what. This is Corona period.
Yes.
The internet is working for marketing and what? E-commerce.
Yeah, e-commerce.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Let's go in for a short commercial break, and then when we get back, we shall be having a discussion on. Want to talk a little bit about the music trend.
The music,
yeah, the music trend. Let's talk about the music trend before the coronavirus era.
The pre-coronavirus.
The pre-coronavirus era. The coronavirus era and post-coronavirus era. What we presume will be the future of the music industry.
Exactly.
All right. Shortly after the commercial break, don't you touch your dial. Still Michael, Kemi, Georgie, and Don Kenneth Kagezi, carrying you all the way through.
Punu, inyomi boy hajone palana ane only tight to de amji penale mnibora matan. Okoka, meribo rimatena nesui amende bronga sekuni borena pedoranga matar. Mamji pupuni timatene luka ejoke deke. Bo, imatene luka ejoke deke nyesda isoma utos luka Uganda Limited. Nyesda itala uni agasia na kuona kun. Inakini nyesa kima beja sikilo kuluya ditagogon. Osodi koje mukie nyesi emosoje araibonat aola. Lemarda nyesi ay gwaitina emukule. Osodi konye ay nakini jo appetite. Imatene luka ejoke deke nyesda isoma utos luka ejoke deke Uganda Limited. Ojasida kesi otaunilo ombale. Ano ajeno nunipo. Nomakdojo kes esimu onaba alota. Noti kanyari kanya uniare. Ikanyari dopeti yare. Kanyari kanyapi. Araibunat. Noti kanyari kanya uni. Noti dopet wongon. Yare iuni idopet. Idumuni jo kes kodo kaike kere lwa kopuok imatene luka e joke deki odum kola kanari
Ijo, ingera kiti P7, senior 4, senior 6, arabonat, mami wa nyutora baoi, ido kola dumuna ituturo, anegia sipiriotinwe belaranoi, Impact Institute of Technology and Management Soroti, Osipo Rwadai, aidunyikela Alliance High School, yese kapakina, aijaikini jo, aituturo, na itekoro noi, okosi ni kwa bena, driving, computer applications and repair, carpentry and joinery, bricklaying and concrete practice, motor vehicle mechanics, welding and fabrication, electrical installation, fashion and garment design, plumbing, institutional catering, agriculture, Impact Institute of Technology and Management Soroti, Nyesida, Yuadi Kauna, Kede Donchelo Aisha Keda Boliasho, Ojata Reda UBT Center number, Kede DIT Center number, or affiliated to Makere University, Annual Certificate, ECD Teacher Education, Caste Certificate in Child Care. Itrubidiso, Iduelo ECD, Kede Ding Tinction, Akwata no Akwata, Asorete, Aitubuli Kosi ni Chedangun, E Jokonoi. Application forms, Senzumakini Yosomero, Olukumina Kaisare Bon, Ido, Mami Murokini, Anabita mask, Eshishaka Kwatalu Sodi, Yesedu Mnete, Itishat Luka Titai, Ejasi Hostels and Nisapakera Pesuru, Ijata Sakipi, Esola Renyu Akim, Ejayo Warani Tekoro, Anwaje Nuipo, Inome Simu, Enot Kanyari Kanyare Wongon, Ikanya Unikany, Iunikany, Ikanya Pikany, Are Not Kanyari Kany Wongon, Ikanya Unikany, Iunikany, Ikanya Pikany, Arabole Principal, Enot Kanyari Kanyare Idopet, Idopet Wongon, Ikanyare Uni, Iwongon Dopet, Impact Institute of Technology and Management Soroti, knowledge and skills for excellence.
Yakobo. Inyobo ikunyara ibonyo.
Ambise. Ebok mami koinikin. Ipirotin Lukazirad Group of Research. Nes Canada utei chako kekikon. Anoda amu kiara gwaya mama ni jata rijo. Imukete bade kasina dache kapa na dine sukali, alsas, esuku, UTI, pressure, eluera, kache da kere. Itozuma itachumana no belara noi. Anu angi chuna dekani jata rijo tomakwana kon. Ishani kinete bokwezi tunge polo swama ita sabunyi, liquid soap, choka, kere kando. Yepies kes neste bekino district la Muria. Etole beari Soroti. Ite Oscar aduketai na kolo ajanga disina PI. Ojaje nune tena pade na lala ni noi. Ipiriotin luangale unese ponete aitelota mokiano to maboy shani mari marito kwap. Ne bala sa Bukedea, ne yarete kapere biong, ne unieta Muria, ne ngonet Soroti. Okambi Swahili ete ikarabusta no warid, ne kanyete kumi ete ikarabusta na orange. Kedene muka ago mukongoro.
Nome simoto monaba, enot kanyari kanyuni yare, ikanyari wongon, iuni enot, ikanyari idiopet. Arebonat, enot kanyari kanyare, ikanyari wongon, iuni enot, ikanyari idiopet.
Pejo Ikilukazirat Group of Research, Oduma Yalamanui.
Muzuri ya Nguvu Wango Health Drink and Muzuri ya Nguvu Coffee Malt Drink, products of Roller Quality Products, made of coffee, purified spring water, honey, Iyango ginsengs. Muzuri ya Nguvu is an immune booster, increases the white cells in your body for appetite, higher blood pressure, memory loss, joint pains, blood sugars and cancer. Relieve yourself of ulcers with Muzuri ya Nguvu, a healthy and energy-giving drink. Muzuri ya Nguvu is an ulcer relief and is registered by UNBS. Get yourself Muzuri ya Nguvu in all supermarkets in Mbale and all towns. For more information, 0701 50 27 17 or 0774 34 00 94.
Ibangun loji gugu ngajeni inyele masija pakina lulu.
Akamuchala amaste kumbucha kamera number 1.
Kumbucha kamera number 1?
Bu kumbucha kamera number 1 nyista erima tinelu ejoka no kido iloste kesa koi talaune de kesingalu kosori da konye bobo epukete kesa mori akwana kon enakini jonge sa gogong kido da bobo enakini yesi agogon na ke kilo kone enaini da akipima meja sangor kumbucha kamera number 1 nyista isoma utos babalao mixed fruit wine kido kolemu tete kotoma konanasi muchuga kieda kipi babalao mixed fruit wine nyesta mame enakini hangover kosoda isoma utos kesi songai waraj loda mame enakini jo hangover kima tele luka kumbucha kamera number 1 nyesta iduma kini jo o supermarkets araibona toduka anatara kopo
kumbucha kamera number 1 nyesta isoma utos luka Raza Bridges Uganda Limited ojasi orotolo Bukedea district na Chibizi Njeru municipality kanwaje nunuipu no Rejo kese simu kwa namba ya luta. Enoti kanyari kanyeuni kany. Ikanyare uniare. Ikanyare uniare. Ara ibonat. Enoti kanyare kanyare. Ikanyango ni unidope. Idope kanyeuni kanyapi. Ara ibonat. Enoti kanyare kany. Ikanyapi kanyango ni kanyare. Ikanyapi kanyeuni uni. Raza Beverages Uganda Limited. Drink with confidence. Mama Johnny Twegele oneja situnga ni kartumana kanyeuni kwa. Omasiko choikina.
Riddim up with Mike Oslo.
You know we go.
Riddim every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Enjoy the greatest Riddim music
on 102.1 FM. Mama Bukedea.
Somewhere do some YouTube sitting them shaky, them nervous, and the whole place a cry.
This is the Riddim up with Mike Oslo.
Taking the East by storm, Mama is in town. 102.1 FM.
Martinia, whoa, Lord of mercy, whoa, hey, yeah. It's not the first, not the last. So much pretty girl I pass, and holding out is such a task. That's why me I say this from my heart. Oh Lord, don't let me cheat on my girlfriend, 'cause as far as I can see, she loves only me. Oh Lord, don't let me cheat on my girlfriend. But Lord, if you can't stop me from cheating, just don't let me get caught. No, don't let me get caught. No, don't let me get caught. So I hope I don't get caught. So listen to me now. It's such a sticky situation, yeah. Me promise my girl fi only look in her direction, but everywhere me turn me see her next one. And my body is too weak and I ball for attention. I only wanna give the girls what they want. My lady says I'm wrong, but she would understand. I don't wanna lie, but I don't want to cry. Yo, I'm so very weak inside. Oh Lord, don't let me cheat on my girlfriend, 'cause as far as I can see, she loves only me. Oh Lord, don't let me cheat on my girlfriend. Please don't let me cheat. But Lord, if you can't stop me from cheating, if you just don't let me get caught. No, don't let me get caught. No, don't let me get caught. No, not all. Say I hope I don't get caught. Please don't make she catch me, Lord. You wanna like me, not try. I love my baby, but the girls them still there on my mind. It's unfair, I can't deny, 'cause I couldn't bear to think about my lady and another guy. Come on, and yo it's hard. To have one girl, it kinda rough to play the part. She woulda left me if she knew what's in my thoughts. I hope I don't ever pay that cost. Oh Lord, don't let me cheat on my girlfriend. Please don't make me cheat, 'cause as far as I can see, she loves only me. Oh Lord, don't let me cheat on my girlfriend. Oh no, but Lord, if you can't stop me from cheating, just don't let me get caught. Never ever, don't let me get caught. Ever, don't let me get caught. No man she catch me. I hope I don't get caught. So listen to me now. She said bun she never make for it. Forget and can't give her straight craziness. So when me sit down and me meditate, just can't make she know that she getting it.
Okay, the cheater's prayer. There you go.
Yeah, that's Chris Martin with the cheater's prayer.
Chris Martin giving us the cheater's prayer.
Yeah, Georgie, have you ever cheated? Man, say out the truth, man. You look like you do.
As lonely as I am, I don't cheat.
Yeah, that's always the prayer the cheaters have is them, yeah? They don't want to be caught.
But you sound to be a cheater.
No? Let me tell you what, being at the lake does not mean that you eat fish every day. Therefore, if I stay where cheaters are, does not mean I'm one of them.
Okay, so cheating is something that you decide to do, or is something that the Lord lets you do?
That's what I wanted to ask you.
Yes.
But then since you have said it yourself, you can tell me.
Okay, when Adam did whatever he did in the Garden of Eden, was he did he do it intentionally, or he was allowed to do it?
Shall ask the guys who are the dealing whether cheating is a decision or it is a mistake.
Yes.
No one knows.
Nobody knows.
What do you think causes someone to cheat?
What do you think?
Personally, I think it's dissatisfaction, maybe from their party. There are ladies who are too proud that even to their own men, they are mean with something.
Okay, that is one reason. The other reason maybe could be some people have appetite for others.
We call it libido.
Libido. Yes, the high libido.
Okay.
And of course, yeah. Well, let's just, we have a number of guys in the house. Today we're going to be discussing the music industry, the pre and post future of the music industry after the lockdown, because we realized that the lockdown actually affected the entertainment industry a little more.
Actually, it affected it not a little.
It affected it more. To a greater extent.
Take for instance here in Teso, where they're talking about something like scientific shows and what.
Yeah.
We are not in position to organize such scientific shows.
Exactly, scientific shows.
Because probably our group interest groups, they are not in position at times to access these gadgets.
Yes.
Like Georgie can access quite an expensive Apple phone like that.
Exactly. All right, let's just look at the time check. 1 minute, and then we get back.
It's 12 noon.
All right, 12 noon, and you're locked onto 102.1 Mama Bukedea Radio. And joined up with me in the studios today.
I'm too excited because I'm seeing good faces here. I'm seeing everyone is here. So I'm too excited to see these guys here. I know we are going to
do you know that right now we are celebs. We are sitting with celebrities here.
We're having DJs, we're having artists, we're having promoters, we're having the whole squad is here. So they will be pushing to tell us how music is, because we have been struggling with this era of the lockdown,
and probably looking at the focus on the topic of discussion, the music industry before lockdown and after lockdown.
But we are not after, we are still lockdown, isn't it?
Of course, but how will it look like? We are looking at the future tense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we shall be bringing all this to you as in tuning on Mama Bukedea Radio.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
okay, starting on my right, let's just have Mr. Manager introduce yourself over there.
Yeah,
the big man.
Depends on what you mean by big man. But in simple terms, I'm
Erasmus.
Many people haven't known me much. I'm underrated, but many artists in Teso, they really know who I am.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for having us here.
I'm seeing a small artist down there. Can say hello.
This one is upcoming. It's called Obi-Wan.
That is Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan, hello. Say hello to Uncle.
Say hello.
Yeah, the small artist. All right, thank you.
And then?
Yeah, I'm by the name called Riddim Michael. We put up in our episode.
Tell me.
So, Minos Atanarabe, Umusugunjabe Jalo studio. So, I'm Riddim Michael.
Riddim Michael.
Jalo so na itimok na kiro pulni lusi music. Again na lom na lockdown.
Lusi music biya.
So music pose mamelo sejo.
Okay, we shall come back to that.
We shall come to that. Let's just get the next guy in earphones over there.
Let's get to know who is here.
Wow. Yo, by the names called Prich Aramani Konilo Teso. Hey, Ken Preacher, Pastor Rasta. Yes,
so
local.
He's here in the studio. That is an artist.
Yeah. I am a DJ.
Okay, next on my left here, who do we have?
On your left.
On my left.
Okay. Yeah, my name is Georgie.
No, there's someone here.
There's someone there.
Yo, Engalope. Shaggy folks, Jaito Machoman.
So.
Jaito Machoman. Losa Mora Corner Langiru Noe. I will look around like Gurugura Kiro. So Losa Amor Nabi Nyobo Equakuanesai.
Yes, so there we go. We realized that we are joined up with a lot of, I don't know, should I call you guys celebrities? Superstars or something. In the studio today, and let's just find out what the future of the music industry after the lockdown, because we know the coronavirus actually has affected a number of industries. And music industry being one of them most affected. Yeah, for safety. We realize that most of the income that comes through the music industry is through live concerts. And of course, you can't organize a concert during the coronavirus period. And you can't do it during the lockdown. So let's just see. What is... how was the music industry before? Let's start from past. How was the generation of income in the music industry before the lockdown? How are you guys doing? Because
actually, I had that question can be directly to Erasmus. Yeah?
Erasmus,
the promoter.
Yes. The promoter, the manager himself.
Yeah. So thank you very much for that question. So initially we understood that how most artists benefited was by recording and having shows basically. But since the lockdown came, you rarely even see people having shows, and moving into the scientific kind of promotions and performances has affected us. First of all, the infrastructure in Uganda is very low, it's very poor. You don't have good internet. If you live stream right now on Airtel or MTN, barely even you don't want to load for much longer. So I think music has been affected so much.
So Rasmus, on the aspect of music, you've been a promoter, let me call it, for quite a good time. How effective is it before the lockdown?
Before lockdown, it was easy. Shaggy Fox, for example, he goes to the studio, he records his work, and basically, he's called for a show. As simple as that. He turns up, he sings, he cash him his money. Now, Shaggy Fox, if he has even a song, he has to stay with the song in his house, because maybe he can take to the studio, but if he brings here, you guys, of course, you can't pay him. The main source of the money is basically performance. So I think that's the major issue that the pandemic has pushed the music industry.
So Erasmus, in brief, you mean the lockdown has created a negative impact into music industry? Is it what you're trying to bring up?
Definitely, because I can say this. First of all, Uganda as a country was not ready for this kind of disaster. If you look at the internet evolution compared to countries like the USA, because I've been here, I've been there, and I live there, and I work there. I see that the pandemic has done more good to the developed countries than Africa. When you look at internet coverage here in Uganda, it's not, you go to Kumi, in the villages, the network is poor. So I think the pandemic has affected us more than any part of the world.
So how do you find yourself?
How I find myself? Depending on what you mean.
With this lockdown era, how do you find yourself with the art of promoting the artist?
It's a very big challenge right now. We're in the studio this morning, and Prich was trying to make up something, and I was wondering, so we make this music, and what next? The president gave an address recently, and there's nothing talked about, resuming shows.
No, not yet. Shows were not open.
I think the artists are affected much more, but even the music promoters. Because I tell you for a fact, the money I put into music, the last time I was here was Viber. Yes. He talked about the money that we put into music. And as him as an artist, we haven't gotten it back, even 10%.
Yes.
So basically what you are trying to bring out is like the lockdown has negativity inside of music industry, as well as it has created loopholes in terms of promoting the artists.
Definitely. You know, Uganda has the biggest population who are young people, and they're so creative. Most of them do music. Check out everybody else, like entertainment, basically. You guys, the media, you're affected too. Because without good music from us, there's nothing much you can say.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So the circle of this pandemic affecting us is just going on and on and on.
So Erasmus, like what is the way forward? What should now be done? Because what if the lockdown persists up to 10 years from now?
I think, in my personal opinion, not to be political, I think the government has to really rethink their decisions on this pandemic. An artist, that's his job. A music promoter, that's his job. For me, I can't again start to say I'm going to grow maize. Music is my line of, for survival. For Shaggy Fox, for Ken Prich, for my brother, even for you guys here. You are here entirely because of the entertainment industry. If nothing comes from us, as I said, nothing can come from you too. I mean, you can't really survive. Here you can talk all day, but you can be bored even by yourself unless you play some good music. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And of course, you can't play long-time music and people will enjoy it. So I think something has to be done.
So someone will also still ask that now, since you're not having artists perform on stage, how are you guys surviving? Are you not having a lot of loans and what? Have you not mortgaged the land and property?
Basically, people are struggling paying studio rent. Even transporting ourselves, it's really a big challenge. I think, as I say, if we really think about everybody, then we have to think about artists too, and music promoters, and DJs, and everybody who's in the entertainment industry, basically.
Okay, if I may ask, is live performances the only source of income for musicians?
Live performance, I think that's the biggest source of income. Now, I was talking to my friend Ken Prich. We have come a long way. I said, I see in the US, there are many ways we can actually earn money in music. But I said before, this work can't be only from us. The government has to look into this. It has to improve on the internet, reachability to the people. Because I see websites in the US, I have a website, I sell music online. He gets his music to me, I make a deal with him. I say, you know what, for this album, I'm gonna give you maybe 10 million. He walks away with that. And then it's entirely my work to go ahead and see, okay, if I can also make money from that. But to answer your question again, I think the main source of income for artists is basically live performances.
I basically have interest to ask. We have a DJ here.
Yes.
We have a DJ here. Basically, I want to know from one of the DJ we have it here. Sorry.
Mr. DJ.
Mr. DJ.
How do you find yourself with music?
With music, sometimes very interested according to me. And I like it.
You like it? Yes. We're in the era of the lockdown. Most of the artists are struggling to produce music. You have fresh music, like you're playing in the parties?
Right now, I don't know. I normally download them in this internet. So as we talk right now, that's the big challenge I have right now.
And Georgie, lastly, we shall have the artists themselves, talk about what is happening to them during this period. Is Shaggy Fox not having a loan somewhere? Is Ken Prich not being hunted for somewhere?
The DJ.
Yes.
The DJ. I'm still on the DJ. Without music, the party will not be colorful.
Understand.
Please tell us how you manage or how you're handling it with this lockdown issue.
Sometimes I myself, I normally sometimes sell music, buying memory cards. Like that.
Dogo pana mama artist tole metikosine kebe lu
those ones,
these fellas, I was told one time, sorry, these fellas who burn music on memory cards, you know that the artist himself spent money to record the song in the studio.
Actually cheating the artist.
But then you are busy burning that song for 200 shillings for someone else. And yet you incurred no cost in the production of that. You don't actually own the rights, but you are selling and you're making money, and yet the artist is
actually more than the artist.
More than the artist.
In fact, that is it.
Yes.
But, sometimes for us DJs, we do promotions. Yeah. We normally make remixes and right there. Yes. We normally promote artists sometimes.
Yes.
Georgie. Remixes like that.
This guy has dodged it, yeah?
He's dodging it. He's dodging the question. We are talking of you putting that music in people's memory cards for money, for 200 shillings. And you're putting music of several artists in people's memory cards without the artist actually authorizing you to do so. That means you're making money for yourself.
Are you giving him also something?
Are you giving him something also?
Sometimes we normally.
You also talk at this, man. The guy is listening out there on El Tavera Tesoda. Yeah, you mix, yeah.
Ibala sebe. Idila stunga gwanare ikoseke. Idolomezi arama. Arama ni digiri kapunu arasubne kosho. Konyejo le gwanare kosho. Mamujo digiri skapunu. Biyo. Mamiko koya arama.
Now, we have Ken Prich here and Shaggy Fox. Where should I start from? This way. Let me start from Shaggy, start from my neighbor.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I've been mama and you're in mama. How do you find yourself with music on this COVID issue?
It's not. Umepatana kwenye bodo erai angikita kopaya because lemu igoro benteji martaram koroja shows. You really feel that you are in the industry. Kwenye arame shows jabu adom dalo pejai. So proke kopane tioka kero chot. Umepataka. Emuma kero.
So have you been surviving, Shaggy Fox?
Just like that, just hustle.
Are you in the garden?
No, I can't dig.
Yeah.
Really, I cannot dig.
Yes.
I do other things for survival.
Yeah. So Shaggy Fox, what do you think should be the way forward? Because if at all COVID-19 pandemic persists for a long time,
I think my brother, the other guy, promoter made the point.
Yeah.
Government should rethink and do something. even though they can say, let 7 people go for sure.
Yes.
Or put on a mask.
Yes.
Sometimes because I see
face mask,
distancing,
social distancing.
Because let's compare show and market.
Yes.
Where do you find more people?
Actually, market, yeah.
Actually, a market.
Basically, we get people in the market. That don't agree with you, but look at the aspect of social distance.
Yes.
You're putting a show, and now you expect people to observe social distance. There are people are addicted to zero distance dance.
But is that shallow the distance in the market?
Georgie, I saw
two people.
Okay, Chef Fox.
Yes.
COVID has brought positive and negativity on it.
Yes.
Where do you belong? Which side do you belong? Are you on the negative side or you're on the positive side of COVID?
Just there.
You're just there.
Just there.
You're in between the two.
So, Shaggy Fox, before we leave you, what do you think will this music industry come back to normal after COVID-19? Will you guys gain back your income and nurse the wounds COVID-19 has put into the music industry?
Yeah, I think so, because people are now hungry for shows. People want real shows. People are willing to happen, but they don't have where to go and happen. So I think when they reopen, things will work on. I know changes will come.
Basically, we believe in every situation there is a positivity on it. We're in the era of the lockdown.
Yes.
And I know you've been planning, you've been producing, or you've been piling a lot of music, songs and the likes. Is it the case?
with me. Yeah, it's like yes, because when you produce music, at least you need to get something out of the music. So now when you produce, okay, let me talk as me.
Yes.
In this lockdown era, how many songs have I produced?
You have a very nice song. I like. You first sample it. First sample that song. It's called
I've produced like around 4 songs. Around 4 songs. We have Kona Kona, we have Sophia, we have Deke Dope, we have Jara Love Double, which is not yet out. We have again Nobuka. So it is not really benefiting.
So the COVID is giving you a platform of building more for the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have my namesake, the other side. Guy, you have the same name with me. I'm also Ken, right? Yeah. Yeah, this guy is Ken and I'm Ken, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
So the two Kens, should you say Ken and Ken or Kens?
No, Ken Prich and Don Ken,
yeah okay.
Yeah, so Ken Prich.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you're here live in Mama, and we're talking about the pandemic and the music industry.
Yeah, man.
How have you been finding this COVID-19 as an artist in this COVID time when you're not on stage?
Well, COVID-19 has caused more harm.
Yes.
More harm than any other person can ever think about.
In the music industry.
The music industry.
Yeah.
Before lockdown, everything was going on well. Like we had shows, because I remember my last show I had was organized by one of the presenters here in Mama Bukedea. That is Sober Evelyn on Valentine's Day of 2019. Yes. It was a blast. Those of you managed to go there know very well that it sold out, right? Yes. So meaning that we made money shoot. But ever since lockdown came, there have been a lot of positive and negative sides of it. It has affected us positively and negatively. Let me start with the positive side. Positive side, we as artists have managed to have enough time to write songs at home. Domuni bonjebe iboikini jo ogenja amome koshobe dokwa ne koshole pona na betra ngaya una na jetunga e koshole pona ni a betra ngalo stay wo akoto bengo ngesi koni bayi. So and like say lockdown lo at least e wadi kauni ko sinelwe po lo jasi Epo, I cannot manage to tell you. Epo, don't take sound. It's just a matter of knowing that when am I releasing this, when am I releasing the next. This one I should do it with the who, kwangini. And also maybe what strength that I have at the moment that would be like enable me to release that song.
Yes. So
when you look at again, COVID positively has made artists to find other sources of living. Yes, idumuni joboni be aramani lo collab jeni boni bengo anyami ngo music boni iche ajenutu boni be ejaike sa parakoro ajenutiche be they have to invest and have other businesses around town. Iche egwela narete kwani amoka. I see them in Kumi, even in Soroti. Others sell clothes. Kwani. So it has taught people to learn how to survive without music better.
Yeah.
Yes. So those are the two the 2 points I have as in the positive sides. But when you look at the negative side, the negative side pudo konyoleras negative elanya the positive. That's Now, one, again abune COVID has made so many artists to lose hope. They have become hopeless. Like they no longer believe in themselves, because it is only music that used to inspire these people and a living out of it. Iloto jo studio woje konkosho and it has a hit. Odomni jo boni be you can earn something out of it. You can manage to sustain your family. Nara itejo otesa ne noke not only in teso akwapukere aramakalo akwapukere. Idumuni ja aramaka kesi tungalo epwedo shaking, Angina. I don't know why.
Because,
and I can't explain also.
I will tell you.
So there's that. I've also seen that happening. So, idum jobume, again abune lockdown. These people have failed to sustain their families. Most of them have broken up. So it has become a negative side. And you can't blame him for that because he cannot keep his family once his source of income is closed. So the other side, the worst part of it, COVID has even encouraged drug addiction.
Yeah.
Because of too much stress that the COVID thing has given, has impacted like Aramaka have decided to go and take drugs as a source of stress relief. Yes. So they take drugs. And you know when you take drugs, you're probably something so around disorganized. So most of them have gone to that level. So it has affected aramaniti konili jenyo be ramiti le mngono jok mama lost mentioning because it's not good.
And they know themselves.
They know themselves out there, and we also know the effect, like the cause probably that. So it's really a hurtful thing. Then the other thing is you find that most artists in Teso and Uganda, especially the unsigned artists, most of them have the music, but they can't go to studio to produce. Why? They don't have the money. The only source of income they used to have is to go and perform. When they pay you your money, also you're investing, right? You go and invest, because music is a business, right? When you have capital, you can invest it and expect to get a profit out of it, right? Yes. So the unsigned artists have failed to make it in music. At least me, I'm signed, and that's why somehow, somewhere you can find that I've released videos, I've released audios. But I'm talking about that unsigned artist who had to depend on his sweat to go where? To the studio. Aramani Kangoni has failed completely. Itejo. Yes,
actually,
so that's how
this fellow Ken of mine has blocked the question I was bringing. I was about to ask him that now you as a person, now are you surviving? But since he has said he's signed.
Well, okay, I can still answer you, Ken. Namesake. Ken, first of all, Ken, ever since lockdown started, being a signed-up artist, it means that I'm assured of recording.
Okay.
I get in,
Yes.
I'm assured of going to studio, no matter what the situation is.
Yeah.
I have to go and record. Manager has to work on that. Because that is part of the agreement.
Yeah.
Which in the agreement has nothing like, in case the epidemic comes up like COVID-19, you will not go to studio. We agreed that we have to go to studio as long as I have a good song to release.
Yes.
I get it. Yes. So how I've lived, that's one of it. The other thing is I've learned to start up small businesses. Whereby living along the music side, you can maybe I've learned to be a farmer. Prich is a farmer, because when you look at Ugandan's main production kind of percentage, you realize that farming is leading in Uganda. But even though farming leads in Uganda, especially Tesone, we all know that the weather Lotesa is not favored again during this same season. So no matter how much I've tried to shift the other side, you will realize weather has affected. So there are more losses than losses. Yes. So what? Yes, please.
So okay, okay, Ken.
Yes, please.
Can you have a question for him?
I was like, you talked about the pandemic affecting the music, and then you talked about the weather affecting the farming.
Yes.
And so does it mean that it's drawing you to below 25% or something of all your inputs? Because farming is affected by weather, music is affected by COVID-19. There is going to be something else.
what something else is really poverty. Yes, because if you look very critical, Jenkini Jobonibe, a music, the little I used to earn from music, I've tried to think, where can I invest this small thing so that I can survive? One body, okay, you have tried to invest it to the farming side. Agwell better chatting or that ari kinengu pongune kwa kitengo ne penin, because that's part of farming. Or ara be right verenge muogo, or are maido abu bakolongo de nam. So you're moving from loss to loss. So meaning poverty is the end result, really poverty. So what I was thinking, maybe a way of sorting this out, just like all my friends have spoken. First, when you look at we have the music that plays out, and we spoke about this DJs, DJ, like DJ here, who sells our music out there. It's really a hurtful thing that we don't benefit from our music. You find that we release music with money. We've used a lot of money to usually release these songs, the videos, but at the end of the day, you don't get anything. What our thinking, I request itungalu ejasi kujunge na poloko the authority ara ibone ya pete kada papa yoweri o ingara isoli mo singesibe at least I attacking as a minister of music or something, or entertainment or whatever. Because that way, once we have a minister of maybe music or something, or entertainment, you find that is going to put in place a way of how artists have to benefit from it.
Hey, Ken, have you heard of UPRS?
UPRS, I've heard of it, and I really don't like UPRS. Those are the most corrupt people. And Uganda were trying to fight corruption, and UPRS is another corrupt organization altogether. I'm not part of that organization.
Kenny, we shall come back to Let's first get an idea from Aryong.
Yes,
we have Aryong here.
Aryong.
Yes, please.
And the future, what is the future prospect of what the music industry is going to be like after the lockdown?
Pone jare music anyuna lomne lockdown. Mamari bonechai.
Ikon bay.
Ardaki aramak atle karamakalu. Wa lomunaka luma michatu totori. Agak. Dumunya etungana ne loso studio. They charge 200,000 per song. Konye atolomune kusongon mambo rimeda unotoma because a mame nebekate show e kursi boti tunga ngarakine etota ngarakin jongisi ya bekani show musuri ya announcing bejele show ngoni kone poloke e podi kone papero ke na chana nyokere ba ata ngaraki sar dere lukuminare kwa kisai e jai kise konya ni moja na chika ko pana ijai yore kaparama aradi tunga kenar ya kenar ipu bosi kusina o mama Bukedea top radio everywhere konye mami bore ara ayongita ja ayongiti chebere chesa ngise bapanja akorakani araman mami paluni na kwa bigwa dai
akesfolo Aryong erono no yabukoni
erono no like so kopana eka music seka jemo Kampala alusi because there you have friends what konye do solo bwe corona do gulo yara da e bokati boro la bongo so chalo mambi bore so mono Kampala e music la je performance atana na kwa ni jaso I think that amuse nu kwa na number 7 kwa na jitunga
7 up because 7 down is this one
etaba kata bengolo polo abuda tama kapa abune loko down la ko bodo kana asbre ibo e moro ke ngare ke katonga neni bode ko nende kapun Lucio la sepasa baka ya berdio burane dio bermiebe agera bermiebe dama muni bermiebe ario
mama bermiebe da
kanyi sino idinje ni jewi kuni jewi
yes
dia ita kupanye jewi ne la rama kapero parama
ngona cheka eje utun la rama ke je kauchot ida rama ngesa tongana lo chana kere atele karamakalo teso mami bore e mame aramakalo tese esusutu ara ay bongeta ne peroto ara edio account ne perora anak ni berkisda ko kinai ara jawna ara galana menai ara galana nyo ara dabra agelte gale ngopongo ge irita kipi e mame aras lo karamakalo iso aramak lo tese rasa aramakalo ena ino jiru kumina kwatan polo si jageli gwene ngopongo na ada ranyo ako na ijara konyanyu na bune loko down lo amame so aramakalo teso esustara atukot na ebo market so na tipere ko na ngara so ka ko na jare loko down bore ko ne jai acha kutoki bore pena jai ochue oloto lo dale nganyo pero ya som kape business oge ojo dani amame so mala
Actually, Georgie, you remember, Kemi, we talked about that in one Riddim
so
show.
So, lipide kwa nengo be. Ora na anyu neta ni ja sarama. Ora na anyu neta ni je ko senare no. Aho anyu ni be pona ni ngara kina kisi so, dobo anyu ni pona ni ngara kina so da ka parama. Ako sawati. Nare ko pa na loko down ana kitunga lwe po apu kore akonye kesi. Kaje no be kumi so ma jibore e ko to jibore ngada keti. In case elo modio nyo atunis.
So Arion, what you mean to say you have not done any music production during this lockdown?
Mame ko sala to mote.
Okay.
Narai. Ejana nang sinalos ni DJs. Etolo mengo da membora dumo ni DJs dumo. Because edumule muna kwatare, mola etolo mote, mama dumna ra kwata. DJ. Mambura mete.
Yeah.
Arete na kwa bejamo echama ke alopa kwa ebe olemune white ni che lebe taramaka I performing I'm ready to
but have you written
very many songs?
Okay.
Ijasa jau. Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Manager is there in the house, Erasmus.
Yes, yes, Mr. Erasmus. Manager. So, we are still continuing with our discussion on the music patterns during the lockdown. Now, I think let's go to the next step, which is what do you prospect to be the future of the music industry after the lockdown? I think let's go there.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm sorry, what's your name, sir?
Michael Kemi.
Michael Kemi Kali.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I've not been so common here, that's why I've never known you. I'm very sorry, I apologize.
It's all right, it's all right.
But something I would like to point out
yes,
as a very serious hindrance to our music industry, especially in Teso, because that's where we come from.
Yes.
Is that our musicians have refused to shift their minds.
Yes.
The shift I'm talking about is a digital shift.
Yes.
We are moving into an era of monetizing music.
Yes.
Because music is a business. Music
exactly.
Is money.
Yes.
By the time you step studio, you're stepping with some money in your pocket.
Exactly.
So I would like to say that the artists, they're supposed to invest in themselves. A digital investment. Have a smartphone.
Yeah.
Most of that is like they don't care about having a good phone.
Actually, I was talking to an artist and he didn't even have a phone. So I kept on telling him, you need to have a phone because people are trying to reach you and they cannot.
Yeah.
And moreover, he even knows how to produce music. So I was telling him, you need to, at least if you can't buy a smartphone, just buy yourself a phone of like 35K. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much for that. That's,
yes.
You may think it's something very minor, but it's very important.
Yes.
Because think about, we say the only way to make music mainly is by live shows, but also there are also many other platforms like digital downloads, streaming. Like if you post your video on YouTube and it gains more views, YouTube of course pays you for that.
Yeah.
Now, if you're an artist who is rigid-minded and you still have an old way of thinking about music, then you're going to lose out. You're going to be crying about not having money.
Yeah.
So I think that's the number one thing, like, I'm looking forward to. Let's monetize our music.
Yeah.
Let's digitize our music. And let's make sure we have all platforms that can help us with our music, especially Teso Vibes. The first time I realized that Teso has good music was through Teso Vibes. Thank you so much for the CEO. I don't know what's his name.
I forget his name.
Sultan Ali, big ups to you. I never knew like people like Shaggy folks are there, Vipers are there. So I think let's look into the future of monetizing our music.
Yeah, we'll go digital.
Yes. So I think that's like you mentioned, Teso Vibe. I think that's a platform. It's different from. I think there are different types of platforms. So like Teso Vibes, it's a free music download platform.
There is another one for Teso.
Yes.
It's called is it Atesio? Is it?
I wanted yes.
That one. Yeah.
Teso Tunes. See.
Teso Tunes is still new.
Okay.
Then Ateo is an old one. It came before even Teso Vibes.
Yeah, it came before Teso Vibes.
Just to add on what there's a comment that Steve Jobs actually made. He said the era of buying music is old school. And it is actually a form of, actually it was an arrogant statement. He said it's a form of bankruptcy for musicians. Buying music is not supposed to be something that works out in the digital era. That's what Steve Jobs said arrogantly. I think that wasn't a correct statement because he was introducing an online platform. That was iTunes. And he was using it to sell music. The thing is, he was using it for selling music. Now, remember when iTunes came as a platform online, okay? It destroyed the market for these shops that sold CDs directly to customers.
Discs, yeah.
Compact discs.
Yeah.
Because people would simply just go onto their phones and download music directly from iTunes at a very low cost of $1. Now, this time you'll have to go to if you're buying, for instance, I want Ken Prich's album, I'll simply walk to a CD shop and the shopper there will tell me, it's either 10,000 or it's 5,000 or 7,000, whatever it is. So when he sells it to me, Ken Preacher will get some money out of that. But look here. Here you're having iTunes selling at $1. It could give you some money. Now, I wanted to get to the platform that you guys are actually proud of, Teso Vibes and Ateo Show. They are downloading music free of charge. Ask me, tell me, how are you benefiting from that platform?
So I think first of all, I like your point. Like you point out something very important.
Yes.
I would like to explain this, not advice, but a suggestion.
Yes.
If they would, we need to find a way that we need to pay for our music.
Yes.
Let's not be quick to like three things. Like I walk in the DJ's desk and be like, hey, I need Ken Prich's music, and I basically give him 200 shillings.
Yes.
I think if they would make a way that you download music through Teso Vibes, but also that first of all begins with the artists, like uploading their music, going digital, and then from there we all migrate digitally.
And I think people have gotten familiar with this aspect of music is supposed to be for free of charge. Okay, you're just supposed to, get music free. Go to Ateusio download. All you need is data, and after you can download as many songs as you want. I can get Ken Prich's album free of charge if I wanted it right now, and I can bounce it in my house. And of course, have my fun. I boom my hoofers. If they blow, that is on me. But you see, Ken Prich is not getting anything. And Mr. DJ there is also giving people music for 200 shillings and Ken Preacher. And is benefiting, but Ken Preacher is not getting even a single coin. You see, that's what I wanted to talk about. That was actually a line of income for music. But it looks like the internet age, the digital age has affected it negatively in that way. The sales. Yes.
Chemical Ali.
Yes.
Chemical Ali. So thank you. So
yes.
I think we have to also learn how to work together.
Yeah, sure. Exactly.
Everybody is on their own.
Mm-hmm.
But I've learned good things from the people I've moved with. Ken Prich, Viper. Today he posted a song of a new. There's a guy called Blingzo.
Yes.
Has a new audio. And I saw him posting. He said, "Hey, my brother has a new song here." I think that's, if we have to benefit, then we have to work together. That's the number one thing that's dividing us and is causing
unity.
Like if he has a show, Ken's supposed to go, support him, and he's also supposed to appreciate him.
Exactly.
Don't come up to your show and don't pay me any money, So like small things like that. I'm looking into a future of togetherness.
Yes.
All of Teso, there's no serious record level that's there. There's no unified platform that people are doing things together musically.
Yes. So that is great. there's if we think about the future of music, I think after the lockdown, things will get back to normal after some time. I'm told the vaccine is available somewhere and some people are giving treatment. But but if we were to look at how the consumers of music is actually everybody who enjoys the music that comes out from the artists, and of course the promoters doing their job, and the producers. The future of music, I think shows will resume in the future, and digital, like you talked about, digital music. UPRS, you said you don't like UPRS?
I don't. Chemically, to add on that, if you have been very critical on the music industry, you'll realize that even the late Mose Radio was one of the guys
who disagreed,
who opposed these guys seriously. You almost fought in one of the meetings.
Actually fought.
Why? You ask yourself why. It's because these are guys who take your music. Okay, some of them, they pay certain people they pay. But even though, like, let's say somebody like Palazzo, Chameleon or whatever, he has made the song, his song is making rounds all over the country, and you also get that these guys pay them, but they don't pay them the money, like the actual money the song has done what? Has been downloaded, like the actual times of the song has been maybe played. You find that they pay you less. Let's say your song has been played maybe 1,000 times. They can divide that by 2. I getting. So radio's issue was that these guys were not paying him the actual money that his song has always made. I getting. Yes. Because of corruption. So now look at artists here in Teso. Trust me, I even doubt whether there's any was ever received that money here in Teso. If there is one, then that should be one of them. Especially when you look at the coordinators of UPRS here in Teso. I won't mention their names, but I believe because that's the only person who ever tells me he receives the money. But the rest, I've never had any other person from Kumi, Soroti, Bukedea receiving that money from UPRS. How people who have joined, including my labor mate. Bullet Soldier is in UPRS, but I've not seen him get anything. So now, what's the use of me joining UPRS? Yet the people who are already there have not gained anything.
Okay, so, Ken, how set are you to brand yourself ahead of COVID-19?
Pardon?
How set are you to brand yourself ahead of COVID-19?
Wow, good question. Now I'm well prepared. That kapakin I check. How am I going to do that? One, I already have songs that are making rounds. Yes, I've released songs like Angabet has been one song that has done me well ever since its release in December. Yeah, it has a very good video. So how I'm planning to brand myself, I just need to keep releasing good music, good songs. Since Angabet worked out, it means I need like more few. Meanwhile, I'm waiting for Papa, His Excellency Angaiki Nakwape, Angaiki Epolo Nakwapo Pat, Aduote so. We want to organize shows, at least maybe like sub-county level shows, whereby maybe we would want the Adumna Ramak. We name ourselves and we move like from one sub-county to another, maybe Semirare, whatever. We close it and we put up a show there. Like kind of a tour all over Teso at the sub-county level. Okay. Yes.
All right. You said you are talking about UPRS. You said there's a lot of corruption in that organization. Well, what I know is those guys are actually supposed to monitor music that plays on radios, TVs, and pubs, clubs, and then restaurants and cafes, and then get some payment from those avenues because they use that music to entertain their customers. And in that way, they generate income from the customers, and that way they should also give something to the artists to create the music to entertain their customers. So UPRS gets that money from them and then gives that money back to the artists who actually created the music. I think that's what they are supposed to be doing. There are other organizations that I think they are affiliated with, that is BMI, ASCAP, and so on. But if they are not giving the artists their money, then I don't know how that is working.
Kemi, before you finish up that statement,
yes,
I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
When you look at Teso music, because that's what we basically represent at the moment.
Yes.
If Ken Prich put his music in UPRS, and Chemically here in the radio has to pay money for my song to play, would you play my song? Chemically?
Yeah, if it was the only song I had to play, then I would play it. But
now,
if it wasn't,
now you see there is a thing. Now listen, there's what we look at now. You'll find